Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of Ron's Opinion Don't Matter on the OG Network. Make sure y'all please do a brother a favor. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that notification bell. That way you get notified every time we put out a video. And that's real talk. Also, check out all you can get a chance to check out all of the great things I believe that we're doing right here on the OG Network. Number one, the Fracker Show, which comes on at 12 o'clock noon every Sunday, Eastern Standard Time. With me and my brothers, the Factacular Show, Out the Pit, RIP underscore Bam Bam, and Ant Like the Bug. We just get on the live and we just have a ball fracking around. And if someone act a fool, they can come in and frack around and find out. And that's real talk. Hopefully y'all having a blessed, wonderful day. Um, and that's real talk too. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm currently trying to get myself situated here. There's a lot of things I need to pay attention to while I'm on this live. Number one, in general, is stock market. Because I always try to keep it there because I need to watch just in case I need to spend some money. But with that said, the title of this video coincides with that, which is my money working for me. And for somebody like me, I need my money to work for me. And that's real talk. I need my money to work for me as much as I can. Doesn't mean I got all the answers. Doesn't mean I know I have all of the solutions. But at the end of the day, I need my money to work for me. Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to get myself situated here. And it ain't working so well. So what? But how y'all doing? Hopefully y'all having a blessed, wonderful day. Hopefully all is well with you. Hopefully life is treating y'all well. I'm just trying to get myself situated here. I'm almost there, y'all. Just hanging in with me for me. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully life is treating y'all well. I just have to keep my eye on the stock market. The reason why I decided to go this route today, usually I talk about money on Friday, and I still will. But I really strongly believe in making your money work for you. I mean, there are people out there that have jobs and they work, 9 to 5 jobs and stuff like that. And I applaud. I applaud. I applaud anyone that gets up and go to work. Regardless to what level that is, I think working in general is healthy and is good for you. But the bigger picture of working is trying to get your money to work for you. That's even better. When you're trying to get your money to work for you, that's a better situation. And the reason why I say that is because I work. I work all the time, and I never turn down working. I think working is healthy. But I've also taken every little chance I've gotten throughout my years to try to get the money to also work for me. And that's real talk. To also try to get the money to work for me. If you're on this live, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it very much. But I always try to get my money to work for me. And so when I had a conversation with people in general, like especially younger people, a lot of times they have a tendency to fall into the trap of credit card debt, buying all these expensive cars, being reckless with their spending, and they build this monster of a debt that they feel like, because it's exciting when you're spending money. When you're young and you get some money in your hand and that initial, I got some money, I could do this, I could do that. And you're not really thinking about the consequences of the spending. And that's real talk. Yeah, it's all good. We already know what to expect out of them, and it's okay. Um, like I said, and as a young person, you have a tendency to go out there, run up all this debt because you're excited about spending money. I mean, you might get your first job, and you go out there and you say, "Oh, I want to get my first car." And I remember, I remember as a kid, man. Well, I ain't gonna say kid, but when I was staying with my mom, and I would get up and I would have to walk a good distance to get to the bus, and then I had to take three separate buses to get to the job, and it took me an hour, maybe a little more than an hour, to get to work. And I didn't make that much money at all. Like, I believe at the time when I started that job, I was making $5.15 an hour. And that's the truth. So I was a young boy. 18. I mean, I worked with my dad, did things with my dad when he had work and stuff like that. But sometimes that was hit and miss. But when I got like a literally 9 to 5 job and I had to get on the bus, 3 different buses to get to work. And it'd be snowing outside, I'm still going to work. It'd be raining outside, I'm still going to work. Weather horrible, I'm still going to work. The only way I wasn't going to go to work is if the buses wasn't going to get me there. I mean, at that time, I knew how to drive, and I could have had a car, but I didn't want no. I didn't really want a car. I just wanted to go to work, earn money, and save money. And I remember when I bought my first vehicle, that was the worst thing I could have did at that moment. I should have stayed on that bus. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I know some may say, "Oh, you got a car. You was not, you rolling." What's up, Dover dogs? How you doing? I mean, Delaware dogs. What's up, my brother? How you doing? Make sure y'all all check out Dogs Basketball. Make sure y'all check out Dogs Basketball. I mean, he's doing a lot of amazing things. Another great brother from the city of Philadelphia doing amazing things. Matter of fact, he will be on Philly Talk come Monday, 7 o'clock. He'll be back on Philly Talk, updating us on where things are going as it relates to all of the wonderful things that he's working on individually wise. So if you're on this channel, please like and subscribe his channel. Check it out. Dogs Basketball. When y'all get a chance to. But yeah, as a young boy, I get up and I would go to work bad weather. It did not matter to me. The weather might be horrible. Did not care. Still got up, went to work, and I did not care. It was just like I gotta, and I never used an alarm clock. I just wanted to get up and go to work. And I would take my little bit of money I had, save my money. But when I bought that first car, honestly speaking, that was probably the worst thing I could have did was buying that car. And that's real talk. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think some may say, "Oh, well, you saved enough money to buy a car," but what it happens is, what ended up happening is, it ended up draining my pockets. That's what happened. The reason why I say it was a bad idea because it ended up draining my pockets. That's what ended up happening. And the cost of owning that car and everything involved with it was not, in my opinion, at the time, probably wasn't worth it. But I got comfortable with driving. That's where it went wrong. I got comfortable with driving. And once I got comfortable with driving, it was hard to get out of that. That's where it went in. I got comfortable with driving. And it got hard to get out of that. And that was where I feel as though I probably should have waited and never purchased that car. And I got comfortable because it was a difference between me getting up, catching 3 buses to get to work, which was cheaper, or me getting in my car, going straight to the job, cutting a half an hour out of my travel time to get to work. That's where it was at. So that was the reason behind the car. So I get to work, I didn't get up as early and stuff like that. And I had to stand out there and wait and deal with all of these people around me and stuff like that. I get that part, but I might be honest with you. If you're young and you live in like the city parts and you can stomach keep going on the train and saving your money, do that. Because I had a homie, man, he never bought a car. He would catch the bus all the time. It was years before he bought a car. And I used to be like, man, he knew how to drive and stuff. He just wouldn't purchase no car. And it wasn't until we got way into, I'm going to say probably the 40s before I ever seen him purchase a car, which I think was the smartest thing to do. But for me personally, at a young age, I probably, which in my opinion, I probably should have just backed off and left the car alone. %40 of Americans are obese. And you're probably right. I mean, I agree with you, but they probably are. But my thing is this, being overweight is something that you can fix. You can fix that just by exercise, working out, whatever. What's up, my brother out the pit? What's going on? God bless you. Welcome in. Nathan, how you doing? God bless you. Welcome in. And being overweight, you can fix that. You just got to change it. Listen, I was at 223 pounds and I was feeling it. What's going on, conservative? How you doing? God bless you. I was at 223 pounds, and this is not too long ago, and I was feeling it. Like I was like, I don't know how people do it. And I had to change some of my eating habits. I had to cut down some amount of shoot food. Don't get me wrong, I ain't stopped eating what I eat. I just cut down on the amount. And then I had to throw in some more exercise and stuff like that. And it took me maybe a month and a half, maybe 2 months. I dropped 15 of those pounds. I took them off because I had to. I needed to. And my thing is this, is that, there's some things in life you can help and there's some things you can't help. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep on losing. I'm going to keep working until I get that weight off of me, because I'm not missing the point. If the point is, if you're obese, you can help it. That's the point. That's not if somebody in this country is obese, they can help it. Meaning, get up, go to work, do some exercise, whatever it takes to get rid of the weight. You can do it. You get food that's banned over here. Again, unless somebody's shoving the food down your mouth, you don't have to eat it. This is where I don't understand people. Like, this is a thing called accountability, Nathan. And this is where it doesn't matter who you are. There's a thing called accountability. No, unless somebody is tying you down and shoving it in your mouth, it's your fault. That's it. I don't care what country you are. I don't care where you're from. I don't care none of that stuff. What's banned and not banned. Unless somebody is shoving it down your mouth, it's all on you. So if you obese, like, you didn't hear me not once talk about the fact that I had to take off some weight. What did I tell you I did? I went and had to do something to get rid of the weight. So that's on me. That is 100% on me. And yes, everybody, please hit that like button. Please hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it very, very, very much. Real talk. Anyway, like I said, that's on you. So if a person wants to keep eating food, and you know it's unhealthy, listen, I love donuts. Anybody to be on my live, they already know. I'm a donut master. I am the donut defender. I love donuts. I eat donuts all the time. I eat donuts all the time. Now, I would say all the time, but I do eat donuts. I literally had to cut out the amount of donuts that I eat because I knew I had to lose weight. I knew I had to lose weight. Again. Millions without health care. What's your point? What is your point with millions without health care? You are responsible for your own health care. You are. No one else is responsible for your health care except for the person themselves. That's it. The person, you are responsible for your health care. That's it. And my thing is this, in my opinion, is this. Some people want to go run to, listen, I don't have no problem with anybody running to the doctor for whatever they want to run to. That's it. I don't have no problem with that. If you go to the doctor twice a month, 3 times a month, all of the stuff that they do, they can go to the doctor 1,000 times. I can care less. But for me personally, I have a different perspective, and that's it. My thing is this, is that the healthcare industry is not going to make a lot of money off of somebody like me. So they're wasting their time. The reason why is because at the end of the day, I don't see them doing a whole lot of fixing anybody. I've been in doctors and watched them literally do stuff that has nothing to do with the person's health. Ask questions that they should have already known. So before we start talking about healthcare, the quality of healthcare or affordable healthcare, you need to start looking at some of these hospitals and the type of healthcare that they provide, because it's mediocre. So why would I pay for junk? So it's one thing what the cost. The other thing is what you're actually getting for your money. Healthcare is not free where you live. I guarantee you that it's not free. Somebody's paying for it. There's no such thing as free. They tell you it's free, but healthcare, no matter where you go, somebody's paying for it. It's coming from somebody. You just think it's free for you, but no healthcare in this world is free. Somebody's got to get paid, and somebody's paying for it. Everybody should be able to see a doctor rather. So my thing is this: can everybody come in your house whether you want them to or not? Everybody should be able to see a doctor whether they have money or not. So the doctor's supposed to do it for free. The hospital's supposed to take care of you for free. So I can come and listen. So that means that I can come to your house and eat up your food anytime I want to, whether I got money or not. I should be able to go into a restaurant, make them cook the food, eat up all the food, whether I got money or not, right? Is that what you're saying? Because again, somebody has to pay for that. Somebody's going to pay for it. It's going to come out of somebody's pocket. So if you think I should be able to go into the hospital and get cheated whether I got money or not, then that means I should go into a restaurant and get food whether I got money for it or not. You're not making sense. That's stupid. So you want somebody to give you something for nothing. I don't care what you call it. It's not free. In order for anyone to get something for free, somebody got to do it for free. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it very, very much. I think food should be a human right. Then go grow it yourself. You have the right to go grow it. You have the right to go get your own land and go grow your own food and do it for yourself. But again, who's going to do it for free? See, my thing is this. These are the very same people that always complaining about slavery. But do you understand, in order for you to get it for free, you got to go enslave a group of people that's going to get nothing out of it but hard labor. That's the only way to give something to someone else for free, is to find a segment of people and enslave them to do it for free. So for you to get it for free. There's no other way to do that, because somebody got to do the work. Somebody got to go do the work. So who are the slaves y'all going to get to go do the work? for free. All right, so here's another idiot. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Jeff Bezos isn't a slave. How did Jeff Bezos get rich? How did Jeff Bezos get rich? I've been brainwashed. How am I brainwashed when I'm willing to go work for it and you're lazy behind not? You the one brainwashed because you out there looking for a handout as opposed to going and getting yourself. I don't want it for free. I want Jeff Bezos to pay for it. Here's my point to that. In order for Jeff Bezos to get to have the wealth that he have, a whole bunch of other people had to go spend the money with Jeff Bezos in order for him to get in the position that he's in. That's it. So it's not Jeff Bezos' fault that everybody wanted to spend money with him. It's your fault, the consumers, who keep spending money with the people y'all complain about. Because I guarantee y'all still got some Amazon packages coming to your house. Y'all talking it on here. Meanwhile, as soon as you get off of here, y'all calling Uber Eats to get something. Y'all calling your online order Amazon and all this other stuff. And then when these people get extremely wealthy, now you mad about it. You made them wealthy. The consumers made them wealthy. They didn't get there by themselves. The consumer did it. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it very, very much. Real talk. Make sure y'all liking and subscribing to the channel. So let's tax Bezos then. Bezos pays taxes. I don't know when you think that. Bezos and Musk don't have money to pay for things. He owns assets and take loans to pay for things because he's smart. And they do pay for things, and they do. Elon Musk and both of them do pay taxes. If y'all don't realize it, y'all probably don't look that far into it, but they do pay taxes. But don't think for a minute they ain't trying to avoid it. See, that's what smart people do. What's up, Mike D? How you doing? God bless you. Make sure y'all hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button. But again, Trump told y'all he cheated on his taxes for 19 years. No, he didn't say he cheated. He said, see, this is where y'all don't listen to people. Y'all assume. What Trump said was, he said he fight like hell because he don't like the way they spend his money. He do everything he can do not to pay taxes because he don't like the way these politicians, which I agree with them, spend my money. That's what he had a problem with. So my thing is this: if you stupid and you get offended by that, as opposed to learning from it, saying, you know what, he's right. I don't like the way politicians spend my money. United States of America has a $38 trillion deficit. Why? Because people don't like because the politicians are irresponsible with money. So I would do the same thing Trump was doing. I would do everything in my power not to give them more money to work with because I see how irresponsible they are. So if I see my kid irresponsible with money, I'm not going to keep giving him more money to go be irresponsible with. No. I'm going to say, no, I'm not giving him nothing. Same thing with these damn politicians who've been there for years. They're irresponsible with money. So why in the world would I keep giving them money? Nope, I ain't doing that. I don't have a problem with them going to corporate subsidies, especially when they pay the money back. with interest. With interest, and they providing jobs for other people that otherwise may need them. Because what y'all don't understand is that subsidies for the certain thing is because they incentivize them to create jobs for other people. So if you're giving out subsidies and because the person is creating jobs for the rest of America that need a job, which is what the government runs off of, tax dollars. So you create a product, then you incentivize them to create a business. They pay the money back with interest. And also the government gets even more tax revenue. Why? Because not only this person created a business, he also providing jobs. So therefore, the subsidies that come back to the government come back better than it was when they put it out there. Why? Because now he's employing people. So you guys that aren't educated in the financial system and how it works. Y'all looking for somebody to hand y'all something because y'all too trifling and too lazy to go out there and do it yourself. That's what that is. That's what that is. That's what that is. You waiting for somebody to hand you something as opposed to going to get it yourself. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it very, very much. See, I'm still eating unhealthy. As breakfast. Yeah, but who did the bailing out? James, I got a question for you. Who did the bailing out? I don't agree with bailing out banks. I think banks should be held accountable for their bad choices and loans. That's where I'm at. I think banks should be held accountable for their bad choices and loan out money. That's why I don't put all my money in banks. Because the banks is going to take your money and they're going to loan it to irresponsible people. The government gives money to businesses. The government is not supposed to give money to business. They're supposed to incentivize them to create businesses that create jobs. That's it. And the jobs that they create is because the government is interested into a strong labor force. That's how that works. And the person that they give the incentivize to do that, the tax revenue that's going to come back out of that is more better for the government. Yep. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate it very, very much. Listen, like I said, I think banks should be held responsible for their bad choices in business. I'm not all for that. Now, here's the thing with banks. Because I know how banks operate, that's why I buy the bank. I don't put my money in the bank. I buy the bank. That's it. I buy and I invest in the bank. That's it. That's why I buy the bank. Because I know as long as I own that bank and as long as that bank is paying out a dividend for us as shareholders, I'm going to keep buying the bank. So while you're going to the bank to get loans and paying interest, I'm making money off the interest that the bank is making money off because they're giving it to me in the form of a dividend. So if I know that the government is going to bail out the banks, and I know the banks are rarely ever going to fail, then I'm going to keep buying up the stock of the banks so that I can keep making money off the banks. So while they're loaning you money, and while you're paying the mortgages, and while you're paying Capital One, and while you're paying MasterCard, and while you're paying all of these companies, guess what? I'm getting money from them from a form of a dividend. Why? Because I take my little bit of money from my job and I keep investing it into the banks. So while y'all complaining about what the banks is doing, I'm benefiting from what the bank is doing. So while y'all complaining about the gas prices, I'm benefiting from the gas companies. While y'all complaining about the energy costs, I'm benefiting from the energy costs. Why? Because I have money invested in every single one. And then y'all will come in here and y'all complain about every single thing financially wise. Now, I'm not rich, but I seen the game. As soon as I start seeing how this stuff was working, I start changing how I spend my money. So don't get mad because we live in a capitalism society. So you need to learn how to capitalize off of ignorant people who think because they're educated, they know so much. Do you think because they went through this and they did all of this, they know so much? You don't have to be the most smartest person in the world. All you got to do is learn how this system works and benefit from it. That's it. Learn some discipline. Learn some discipline. Stop buying every little thing out there that you could buy. Make your money work for you. That's what this whole life is supposed to be about. My money working for me. So Jeff Bezos knew you guys don't know how to handle your money. So he created a business and made it convenient for you to order stuff and then bring it to your house. What a great concept. And it worked like a charm. I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at Jeff at all. Kudos to you, Jeff Bezos. Keep doing what you're doing. If these suckers are still willing to spend their money with you, keep doing what you're doing. Elon Musk, same thing. He created that electric car, which he ain't the originator of it. He's not. But if you dummies are still willing to go out there and spend all this money on an electrical Tesla because y'all think it's a status symbol and Elon Musk is getting wealthy off of it, kudos to you, Elon Musk. I'm all for it. You came from another country and did something and making a ton of money off these idiots right here in America. Keep going. So if your dumb behind want to keep being a victim, keep being a victim. I care less. I can care less about people who complaining about the stuff. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to make money no matter what. As long as I keep taking some of my money and investing into stuff that's making me money, I'm going to win every single time. No matter how many times people complain, I'm going to win. Charging more for rent and not paying more. This system is bullcrap. How about go get some property and you can be the landlord? Instead of complaining about it, how about you go get some property and you be the landlord? So you can be on the other side of that and find out the difference. So you can be on the opposite side of that. So you can be on the other side of that. So you complain about the landlord and the rent, but if you're the landlord, you get to determine the rent cost. See, the other part about that is the landlord got things, they got expenses with that property they got to pay for too. Nobody cares about the fact that the landlord, his taxes on that property is going to go up. The landlord, the cost of owning that property is going to go up. So you mad because you not the landlord? There's no reason to have someone with $10 billion. How'd they get it? Everybody in America spent money with them for them to get $10 billion. They didn't go out there. Listen, unless they went out there and put a gun to your head and robbed you for your money, all y'all willingly went and did that. Spent money with them. And y'all mad now because you put all of these people that spent the money is the ones that put them in that predicament. And now y'all mad because they there. Now y'all mad because they there. The idiocy is amazing to me. You mad and somebody who was smart enough to figure out a way to get wealthy because you didn't. Mike D. So this person, now here's my point again. We live in a consumer society. We live in America. We are consumers, right? So if I create a product that people want to buy, and everybody keep buying the product, right? And I get rich and wealthy off of that, whose fault is that? The fact that I created the product, or the fact that the people was willing to buy it because they saw value in that? Consumers don't supply them with $10 billion. Oh my goodness. I seven guys. I clearly you don't know how to do math, but I'm gonna leave that alone. Clearly you don't know how to do math, but I'm gonna leave that alone. So y'all, let me ask you a question. The guys, the people that play in the NFL, right? Should they get the money that they get paid to play in the NFL? The average football player might not make it past the age of 65, right? They get all of this money to play football, right? They get all this money to play football. Look at all of the money that people go spend to sit in the stands to watch them play football. Did they force them there? Did they force them there? No. So again, the consumers are the one with the power, but we keep giving it over to other people. Consumers are the one with the power. So we all go to the same person and give them the money. Guess what we did? We made them rich. We made them wealthy. You can't get mad at that. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. Make sure y'all subscribing to the channel. Appreciate it very, very much. The NFL players are doing something for their money. Jeff Bezos ain't doing nothing. Jeff Bezos came up with that idea. Jeff Bezos is the one who created Amazon. You idiots was the one who spent money with him. And you idiots are the one that made him rich. So you can't get mad because everybody decided to spend money with Amazon, just like everybody decided to spend money with Walmart. And what happened because Walmart got all your attention, Kmart went out of business. Because Walmart went out of business, Kmart went out of business. Now Walmart getting all y'all money. Now Jeff Bezos said, "Oh, you ain't got to go to Walmart. We'll bring it to you. We'll send it. You can order it online and bring it to your house. We'll help make you more lazier than what you are." And now y'all mad at him too. Nobody told Jeff Bezos to pay his employees. You ain't got to work for him. You ain't got to. My thing is this. Again, you don't have to work for him. Anybody that work for Amazon don't like their pay, quit. Go work somewhere else. Guess what will happen? Again, if everybody in Amazon decide they didn't want to work for them, Amazon will go out of business. Why? Because they won't have no workers. And then if everybody said, we ain't going to work until you meet this amount of money, guess what will happen? He had to pay a better wages in order for his business to keep going. So again, the power is in the consumer. Jeff can't deliver all these packages by himself. So if people that work for Amazon want more pay, all y'all got to do is get together, stop working, make him pay what he want, or go out of business. That's his choice. See how that works? So if you don't like what Jeff Bezos is doing, the people don't like to pay, don't go to work. Quit. That's simple. That's simple. Republicans live in a delusional world where corporates are good people. I never said any one of them are good people. I see them all as opportunists. See, this is where y'all missing it at. Y'all related everything I said to they good people. This ain't got nothing to do with good or bad. This has everything to do with they just smart enough to get you to spend that money with them. And you mad because you did. You made them rich. Hello, world away from here. God bless you. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. God bless you. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Love the music that you make. I appreciate it. I'm enjoying every bit of it. Keep going, my sister. Let me explain something to you. If the consumers stop buying his Amazon, they stop using Amazon, there will be no more Amazon. That's it. If the workers stop working and the consumers stop buying, that's the end of Amazon. That's all it takes. Two things you got to do. If nobody like Jeff Bezos, it's two things you can do to take down his kingdom. Stop buying Amazon and stop working for Amazon. Done deal. See how easy that is? Stop buying, stop working. And that's the end of Jeff. It won't take away what he already made to some extent, but that will definitely shut down Amazon. And I agree with you. A lot of these politicians have did that. They allowed a lot of these places to monopolize. Why do you think the politicians did it, though? And the reason why a lot of these politicians did it is real simple. It's because a lot of these politicians, because of Obama, are now shareholders. So they're not going to do things in the interest of them losing money. So a lot of these politicians, because of Obama, are now massive shareholders of a lot of these companies. So therefore, they're not going to make decisions to bring down these companies. So these are the Democrats that y'all keep voting for. Y'all keep voting for them. And this is what they do. But they don't tell you what they're doing. They do it behind the scenes. That's why y'all complain about it, but y'all keep voting for these Democrats. That's what y'all going to get. That's why y'all got what y'all got. That's why Chicago right now is looking at their property taxes more than double. Why? Because politicians are crooks and criminals. Career politicians are the problem. But see, I got smart, and I realized how to capitalize on their choices too. I don't listen to what they say. I watch what they do. Y'all listen to what they say, and y'all follow all the rhetoric and the noise. I can care less about that. I'm going to watch what they do. And I'm going to find a way to get some money out of it too. I refuse to remain in victimhood. That's just my stance. What about yours? And you're right, Mike. They do. And my thing is this, is that someone realized in the NFL industry how profitable the football game was, and they continued on. So if the NFL players are making the money that they're making, you can only imagine the massive amount of money that the owners and all these other people are making. But here's the thing. People love to be entertained. See, that's where it all goes down to. People love to be entertained. Here's my point to that. If two people was out in the street fighting, right? And two people was out in the street educating, guess who people are going to pay most attention to? The fighting is going to get multi-millions of views. The education is going to get a handful. Why? Because people gravitate more to being entertained than they are to being educated. So you can't get mad because the NFL figured out the more we entertain these fools, the more they're going to spend money. I'm not mad at them. I think it's brilliant. I think it's amazing. I'm not mad. I applaud them. They figured it out. The NBA, they figured it out. Boxing, they figured it out. Don King figured it out. And they made wealth. Why all y'all sitting here on my live, some of y'all, not all y'all, complaining about this and complaining about that and complaining about that. Right now, this economy is out there and you have a chance to take advantage of it too. And you know what? Y'all spend more time of your life being pissed off at somebody because y'all don't even know. Who don't even know y'all. Meanwhile, the smart people taking their time and they're making sure they find the ways to build their own wealth. And you're going to always be a victim to that. It don't matter whether you like me or not. That's the truth. And I stand on that one. That is the ultimate truth. And I stand on that. How do I know? Because I grew up poor. Poorer than poor. And I learned a long time ago. If you create something of value, people will spend money for it. If you learn how to do something of value, people will spend money for it. You can get mad at that all you want to. But at the end of the day, these people have built wealth because they knew that people will do exactly what they always do. They love to be entertained and they care less about being educated. You don't have to be the smartest person in this world to be rich. You don't have to be the most wealthiest person in this world to be rich. I mean, the most brilliant person in this world to be rich. You don't. The people that own the hospitals don't have doctorate degrees. Then some might. But again, they put education up here. Meanwhile, you spent $200,000 to $300,000 on that education, some $100,000, to tell everybody you have a degree in this. I have a degree in that. See, why you talking that stuff out your head, the other people that don't have none of that got wealth. They can purchase your education 1,000,000 times over. So while you indebted to them, they looking at you like, yeah, go get that doctor's degree. We'll loan you the money. We'll loan you, yeah, go get all of that stuff. We'll keep loaning you the money because they're going to make money off that interest and they're going to make money off your labor. And you're going to be stuck under that slavery of the debt over and over and over. And you're going to spend 10 to 15 years trying to fight your way out of it. I don't care how much wealth that man makes. I don't care how much wealth anybody makes. I really don't. All I'm going to do is try to pay close enough attention to figure out what they're doing and if I can do it myself. If I can get something out of it. That's it. Other than that, I can care less. But anyway, I got to get ready to get up out of here. Once again, I appreciate all y'all hanging in there with a brother, having fun. It's always fun for me. I enjoy this, whether y'all like me or not. All the lovers and the lovettes, all the haters and the hatettes. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it very, very much. I got things I got to take care of. And like I always say, Ron's opinion don't matter. But the one thing Ron's opinion does matter when it comes to having a relationship with Jesus Christ, that is by far the only opinion that I have outside of what I say that matters the most. And I would tell you to take that one more than any other. I got to get ready to get out of here. Every one of y'all, please have a blessed, wonderful day. Stay safe. Don't say it out there. Come here and say it. Don't say it out there where you might get hurt and nobody can't come back from that. You got something to say it right here on Ron's Opinion Don't Matter. Y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. I'm out of here. Peace.